Friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to install MySQL on Windows 10. So let's begin. You can open any of your favorite browser and you can just search for MySQL downloads. Here you can see the search result. You have to go to mysql.com, that is the official website. Here is the download tab. What you need to do, just scroll down. You will get the option MySQL Community Downloads. Okay, just click on this link. So it will redirect you to MySQL Community Downloads page, and you can see the various options available over here, different connectors and various option, yum repository. And here are two important options which can be used for download purpose. One is MySQL Community Server, another is MySQL Installer for Windows. So if you are downloading for Windows, you can directly go for this Windows, and if you have some other operating system, you can go with this option. Let me show you this option. So here it will ask you operating system, and depending on operating system you can download your installers. So what I'm doing, I'm just taking you to MySQL Installer for Windows. Just click on this option. Here it is showing you two options. One is MySQL Installer Web Community and another is MySQL Installer Community. And just check out the file size. It is 2.4 M and it is 450.7 M. But if you are trying to install using the first one, then you need internet connectivity throughout installation. Okay, and if you are trying to install using the second option, then mostly internet connectivity is not required, hence the file size is small. So what I'm doing, I'm just clicking on this download button. Before that, I have seen various comments on my previous MySQL installation video that it is showing 32-bit. So will it work for 64-bit or not? Definitely it works for 64-bit machine. The installer is 32-bit, but it works for 64-bit machine. So what I'll do, I'll just click on this download button, and then it will ask you to log in and sign up. Don't click on this option, just click on no thanks, just start my download. So it is asking me where you want to save the installer software, so I'm just taking desktop. You can see here download has been started. It will take while a moment, so let's wait for that. Is what MSI file, that is installation file. So you just need to click on this file. It is asking me the permission whether you want to run or not. I'll click on run, and now the installation process has begun. So now you can see it is asking me choose the setup type. So what you want to install. So the first option is developer default, where you will be getting MySQL Server, MySQL Shell, MySQL Router. It is showing few of the options, MySQL Workbench, Visual Studio, all that. Second option, if you select, then it is going to install only server. If you select third option, it is going to install stuff related to client like Shell, Router, Workbench, Visual Studio plugin and different connectors. If you select full, then it is going to install everything like MySQL Server, MySQL Shell, Router, Workbench, connectors, documentation, everything. So in my previous video, I have shown you full installation. Now I will show you how to install by taking custom option. So just select on the custom option. If you select custom, then you can customize as per your requirement, or you can select what tools or what stuff you want to install. So just click on next button, and here you can see it is showing me MySQL Server. So just go on expanding, and now MySQL Server 8.0.26, which is the latest version. I'm creating this video on 28th August 2021, and that is the latest version we are having. So just select this and click on this arrow button. So it got added, that is product to be installed, and in application what you want. So I want what MySQL Workbench, which is again nothing but a GUI tool where you can type your query, you can see your results. So just select this also. And if you want to install MySQL shell, if you want to install router, you can install, but for time being I'm not installing, and even I'm not installing connectors also. Connectors later on you can download whenever you are connecting with Python programming or Java programming. You can download this connector and connect with MySQL server. So I'm not taking any of this option, and just click on next button. So you can see it is checking the requirement. So I need to just click on the execute button, whether it is fulfilling this requirement or not. MySQL will resolve if any of the requirement is not fulfilling. So just click on execute button. So I need to click on I agree. Since I don't have anything installed on this laptop, so it has installed whatever is required. MySQL server, MySQL Workbench, MySQL shell, it has checked the requirement for that. Now just click on next button. In installation wizard, it is showing ready to install. So we need to click on execute button. So it will take time for installation. So let's wait. Okay, so you can see MySQL server, MySQL Workbench and MySQL shell 8.0.26 installation is completed. So I need to just click on this next button, and now it is showing me ready to configure. So here in this step, few of the configuration is required. So for that we need to click on next button. In this wizard, it is showing you few of the details of MySQL server 8.0.26, like the port number on which it will run. So this is the port number, and it is the default port number on this your MySQL server will run. If you want to change, you can change it, no problem. But if you are changing, remember the port number. And what you need to do, just click on next button. So here it is asking you authentication method, strong password and legacy authentication. Go for the default one, that is strong password, and then click on next button. And then it will ask you root password. Whenever we are installing MySQL server, a default user is created and that user is known as root user. So it is asking you password for that root user. So you can give the password over here. And remember this password and repeat the password. Same password you need to type below also. Okay, so it is showing me password strength medium. That's okay. You can type strong password also. And here is what you can add the users if you want. So one user is a root user. After that, if you want to use any other user, you can do that. Just you need to click on add user button and enter the username and the password for that user. And remember username and password. So whenever you want to log in with this username and password, you can log in. If you don't want to use root username and password. So currently I am not adding any new user. I am going to use the root user only. And just what I have to do, I have to click on this next button. Okay, so now it is showing me Windows services. My Windows services will be updated with this information. MySQL and the port number will be occupied as 3306. So just click on next button. Okay, so here you need to click on execute button. Whatever configuration you have done, that will be applied on your machine. For that, just click on execute button. And it is showing me message that MySQL server 8.0.26 configuration successful. Just click on finish button. Now here it is showing me message configure complete. I need to click on next button. Now it is showing me message installation complete. Okay, so if I click on finish button, MySQL Workbench and MySQL shell will start. So let me click on finish button. Okay, so you can see MySQL shell has been started, as well as MySQL Workbench also has been started. I'm just going to minimize this MySQL shell and I'm going to show you MySQL Workbench and MySQL command line. So let me open MySQL Workbench. Okay, that is what this. So MySQL Workbench is nothing but a GUI tool for MySQL. So you can use this tool for managing, creating and firing queries onto your database. Now it is asking me password for the root user. So whatever password you have entered during installation, you need to give same password. And if you want to save, you can click on save button. I'm just clicking on OK button. Okay, so now you can see this is what GUI. You can type your query over here and you can see your results over here. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll quickly type few queries to show you how you can use this workbench. So just let me type show databases, and to execute this command you just need to click on this button. Okay, so here you can see it is showing me the default databases I have installed just now. I have not created any database, so it is showing me this 4 database which are the default one, and here it is showing me the output, that is time and what query I have executed. Now if I want to create my own database, what I have to do, I have to just type command create database, and let me give name as CS Corner and then put semicolon, and now again click on this button. So it is showing me message create database CS Corner, 1 rows affected. So database has been created successfully. Now if I run this command again, so you can see I'm getting my CS Corner database over here. So now I have typed use CS Corner, that is my database name. So whatever query I will be executing, that will be fire on this database. So let me execute this. Okay, so database has been changed over here. I can create table in my database. What I'll do, I'll just click on this execute button. Describe students. So you can see now it is showing my table with the column name and its data type. Okay, so workbench you can use for firing your commands. You can check out results in tabular format, in UI format. So again, it's a useful tool. Now I'll take you to another tool known as my SQL command line. Okay, so just click on this. Now I have got few of the comments that what is the difference between MySQL command line client and MySQL command line client Unicode. So MySQL command line supports ASCII character and MySQL command line Unicode supports Unicode character. So you can go with any of this. So I'm taking MySQL command line client. Okay, now it will ask me root password. So I'm just entering my root password. Okay, so you can see it has got connected to my root user. So you can type whatever query you have typed on workbench, same query you can type here also. Just the difference is that it is command line, not a GUI. If I type show database, then it is going to show me the databases. So you can see the CS Corner database which I have created using workbench, it is showing here also. Now if I type command use CS Corner, then it is going to show me database change, and now what I can do, I can insert the values in my table. Okay, so it is showing me query, okay, 1 row affected. Now I'll type select command, select star from students. Okay, so you can see it has inserted 1 row to my table. So this way you can fire queries on MySQL command line also. So whatever you wish you can use, you are going to get same result. So this was all about installation of MySQL 8.0.26 and how you can use MySQL command line as well as MySQL workbench. That is what I have shown. I hope friends, if you follow steps given in this video, you can easily and successfully install MySQL on your Windows machine. And friends, if you like this video, don't forget to hit on like button and subscribe my channel. And if you have any kind of query, you can put in comment box. I'm going to definitely solve your queries. Friends, share my video as much as possible, and thank you for watching my video till end. See you in my next video. Till that, bye bye and take care.